What's going on, homies and haters? It's me, yet again, once more, here. Today I'll be working on my my Discord bot. So that's fun. That's something. Just getting my terminal up, getting ready to start. I got everything from pulled on the latest main. Let's see. Do we have anyone here yet? Got a few people, so that's fun. Thanks for showing up. Shout out in the shout out to everyone who's here real early. I saw you got you must have got the push notification. I mean that's the only way. Trying to just get the music volume just right. I think it's probably pretty close to what I want. Anyway. We're gonna get this bad boy going. What's going on, y'all? Yet again in Studio 2.0, ready to write some code. I'm gonna turn up the treadmill this time. I think I've been walking a little too slow. Okay, now I got a little faster walk going on. Let me know if that becomes distracting or if you can hear the treadmill going in the background. But I think this is gonna be a high energy stream. I got to keep the blood flowing. So I'm staying on my feet. Today I'm drinking Smart Water. Again, if the Spindrift people want to sponsor me, I will drink exclusively Spindrift. I am a sellout, but for now, Smart Water is the water for smart people. Mike.impeg says, "What treadmill do you have?" I have the Lifestyle Fitness treadmill. Find this bad boy. I think it's called Lifestyle Fitness. Maybe it's Lifetime Fitness? Lifetime Fitness treadmill? Is that it? Well, it's none of these. There's a treadmill desk. I have one of them, I guess. Life Fitness treadmill desk review? I don't know, Mike.mpeg. It's one of them. Lifespan Fitness. Lifespan treadmill desk. This is the one I got. So I have the power height adjusted one of them. I think they're fairly expensive. I think I bought this back when I was making a ton of money, and I paid about $2,000 for it. I think I went with I don't know if I went with the 48 or the 60. I think I did go with the 48. But yeah, it's not too bad. It only goes up to about 3.5 miles an hour. But when you're typing and trying to walk at the same time, you don't want to go too much faster than 2. So it's not that bad. Anyway, last we left off, we had WageBot at ntmail.com. Got a 404 not found, of course. VO2/link. You can add it to your server. You know, if you have a server that doesn't really matter too much, go ahead and add it. You know, it's not going to be a problem. I'm not going to break anything, but it does break itself from time to time. Let's check the Discord and see if it's working right now today. So that'll be fun. Okay, the music crapped out for a second. Not worried about that. Mike.mpeg. Oh, I've been looking for one with a high incline, but I'm not $1,700 committed. Yeah. Apparently, to be fit in current year, instead of just going outside, you gotta be spending the money. So it appears that the focus room is working. I see Thomas, aka Shotmiss, is in focus room number 1. Let's see. So he's jumping between the focus rooms. Thomas, could you jump into Hangout chat and see if focus room 1 gets deleted? That'll really be the indicator if it's working or not. Okay, so it is working today. I don't know why it seems to be working. Usually it breaks much faster than this. Mike.mpeg. I'll stick with my neck-breaking balance board. Yeah? You know, that's the price you have to pay if you don't have the $2,000 to blow on a ridiculous desk with a treadmill on it. You know, it's breaking your neck. Actually, I'm pretty happy with my setup right now. I'll take the camera down. Shoot. One thing you know what? Never mind. I won't do that. It's too complicated. I have too many cables back there. I don't want to break anything. Actually, you know what? I can go this way. Yeah. So this is my setup right now. I'm on the double wide. Got my my chat and Twitch stuff over here. I got my OBS on the other side. Got the desk. Got the microphone. Got the me. I'm walking on the treadmill. You can't really see it. Pretty happy with my setup right now. Anyway, let's get some coding going. Love code, big fan. So you know what? I've had this purple background for the last stream. Let's change it up. I don't know what's good. These are all purple, but I want to get the right purple background. Ooh, that looks good. All right. Let's get this thing going. So, I notice if I SSH into, let's see, root, if I SSH in, let's take a gander. System restart required, but let's check out the Docker compose logs. So I think, oh no, I forgot, we can't look at the logs anymore on stream because I have a secret key that gets printed in there. So I guess I'll have to rotate that after the stream is over. Screwed that up. Anyway, there's a secret key that I can't do because I turned up the stuff. So you know what? We're not gonna work on any of the business logic. We're just gonna work on the management interface. So I don't want to do that. So let's throw open the main package. Got all sorts of neat stuff going on in there. So we have the web server serve link page handling /link, but we need to probably make a home page. So let's, oh no, that's real mad at me. Anyway, so this is all we have to do. Replace with flashy interface, of course. So we're bringing in good old htmx, because apparently, according to my last streams, I cannot write a React front end worth of crap. So we're gonna spend a little bit of this time learning about htmx, seeing what that's all about, and then we're gonna incorporate some htmx into the thing. So let's do a function, call it index, down here someplace. Index. Do we want the client ID? Yeah, we'll do that. So let's see, what are we doing? htmx allows you to access modern browser features directly from HTML rather than using JavaScript. So you got the old anchor text, anchor tag. User clicks the link, issue a get/blog, load the response. Consider the following bit of HTML: hx post, clicked, click, transparent div, outer HTML. So that will do essentially the same thing, but replace it in the parent div. That's fun. So htmx extends and generalizes the core idea of HTML as hypertext. So that's fun. Now any element, not just anchors and forms, can issue HTTP requests. Let's just get a sample app going. File exists, press exclamation mark. Oh, what's going on? vi internal / web server / server.go. What's wrong with this? Mark has invalid line number. Huh. There's something wrong with... Something's going wrong with my my Vim config. I don't know what's up with that. Let's see if go to definition works this time. Okay, so that time it worked. I don't know. Maybe there's something weird. Maybe I shortened the file and didn't save it last time. I think that's what caused it. My Vim script config doesn't have that problem. It's not a problem. I think what it was it was just telling me that the mark I was trying to jump to is broken, because I have in my let's see, if I go to /.config/invim/lua/options.lua, I think. Oh, options.lua, not UA. I have this in here marked as make harpoon useless. What it does is it goes to the double quote mark every time I enter a buffer, and there's a mark set when you leave a buffer called double quote that just is wherever you are. So I think what was happening is I was trying to go back to a place that doesn't exist, and it was mad at me for that. So it's like a temporary thing that happens when you don't save after you've run a bunch of stuff. So I don't think it's actually a big problem. What was I doing? Internal / web server / server.go. So actually what I think we're going to do is go to internal web server. We're going to make a bunch of templates. So we're going to make dir templates. And then we're going to just probably make a quick program to just serve the template, and so I can look at it, you know. So we'll just vi main.go package main import. What will we need? We'll need net/http, and we'll also need, what other package are we going to need? We need the http/template. Is it just that? No module provided. What's the HTTP template module? Text/template. That's not the one we want. There's another text template. There's another template language. HTML/template. That's right. Not HTTP. HTML/template. Fantastic. And then we'll just do a func main. And we'll just do an http.listen and serve on 8080 with a nil handler, and we'll do http dot, what do we want to say? Handle func pattern will be /index, and then it will be a function called index. We'll define a function called index, and this will need to be a HTTP handler function, so it'll be a response writer and request. So the whttp.response writer r http.request, and it needs to be actually a pointer to a request. w.write let's see, slice of byte hello. http.response writer. There we go. So we'll see if this works to just get me going here. Go run main.go. And we'll check localhost 8080 404 not found /index.html. There we go. So we got something basic going. So now we need to start working on the templates. So what I'll do is I'll make this window much smaller, and we'll just keep that bad boy running. Let's split this. Actually, we don't want to split it. We'll just split it vertically. And then we'll edit. Let's call it header dot, what's it going to be? Template.html, something like that. So we'll just start writing the head of the file. So we'll just say HTML slash, actually we won't, you know what, instead of header we'll just call this boilerplate. So we'll move header.template.html to boilerplate.template.html. So this will be kind of the main outside of the page, and then we'll have different stuff to go on the inside. Boilerplate.template.html. So every page is going to have, of course, HTML, opening and closing, and I just realized I opened Vim inside Vim. Can't do that. Boilerplate, template, HTML. And then what we'll do is temple, comma, error, colon equals. Actually, we'll call this, yeah, so the index will have the boilerplate. So temple, comma, error, colon equals, template dot new. We'll call this page. Undefined template. Oh, had it commented out. Gotta uncomment that. New page dot parse files. Parses the named files and associates them with resulting templates with t dot. If an error occurs, parsing stops and the return template is nil, otherwise it is t. Must be at least one file. Is there not parse blob, add parse tree dot parse. And the top of the message during parsing for error messages. Okay. Parse fs. Reads from a file system. Well, that's fun. What we're going to do is we're just going to, you know what, there's a really fun way of doing this, where we actually embed our template files into the program. So we'll say, we'll import embed. I really appreciate how Twitch tells me someone's online while I'm streaming. It's really good, you know. Love knowing what streams to watch while I'm streaming. Do they just want me to become a React streamer? Is that what they want? I'm just reacting to other streams live as they're happening? That would be silly. And rude. Anyway. So there's a neat package called embed, which will allow you to embed files directly into your Go binary, which I think is a fun thing to do. So go embed. Forget how to use it. Here we go. So we'll say go embed. What do we call this? Boilerplate.template.html var boilerplate string. And then all we have to do is fmt.println boilerplate. So now, oh, and of course we're not using the template again. So now what I can do is if I save this, the boilerplate just has open and close HTML tags. If I open up the term and I go run main.go, it'll open that web server. Local host 8080/index.html, and it'll print out that stuff, but it was embedded in the file, so it doesn't have to open up any files to get that stuff. It just has it inside of the binary, which is a cool way to store your front end. You just embed it in the binary, and then the only thing you have to move onto your server is the binary that serves those files. But instead of just printing it, we'll do a little bit more. Nope. So what we'll do is we will potentially unused parameter W, potentially unused parameter R, whatever. So what we'll do is we will do a template.new boilerplate.parse, and then we'll parse the boilerplate. And then we will do this, and we'll do this, Fantastic. This returns the parse will return a template and an error. So we'll say tmpl, comma, error, colon equals that. If error is not equal to nil, we will, I guess we'll just console, let's see, fmt.println, error. We'll use the better logging package soon, but for now, whatever, it's fine. And then we can just say temple.execute directly into the response writer, and we'll give it nothing for now since it doesn't have anything in it. And of course, capital E for execute. So let's run this again with the new code, and we should have an empty HTML document, which is fantastic. So what we'll do is we will get in and we'll edit that boilerplate template HTML. So of course, like any good HTML document, it needs a head. It needs a body. Inside the head, of course, we're going to be doing some htmx. Already have an htmx tag open. We'll do it via the CDN. Why not? Actually, you know what? We will probably just serve a static file containing a static directory containing htmx among other things. So we'll just make dir static, and then we'll just wget this to get htmx. We'll just copy this, and we will wget that, and then we will move that to htmx.js. So now we have that in the static. So now we need to go back into our Go binary, main.go, and then we will go embed, and then this will be called, what do we call it? Static? Sure, why not? And then they have a embed fs. There it is. Embed one more files into a file system. So that's perfect. So we'll say var static embed.fs, and then we need to actually keep the embed in there. And then what we'll do is we'll http.handle func on slash the embedded file server. And there's a way to do that. Let's see, we got embed fs. They have an example here, I think. Yeah, here it is. So we don't need the HTTP strip prefix, but we can just do an http.file server. Then we'll say static.fs. Oh, is that not right? No, I see. So it's http.fs and then static. Can't use this. It's an http.handle, not handle func. Okay, so now if I run the program and do a curl localhost 8080 slash htmx.js, it should give me what I want. Go run main.go. We'll do another split. We'll have another terminal, and then we will do a curl http ://localhost 8080 slash what was that? htmx.js, and I got a 404 page not found. Well, that's not what I wanted. It was supposed to just work. TM. So it's not mad at me. It's fsys to a file system implementation used with file server and new file transport. And then we have file server. http.dir, an fs.fs, use http.fs to convert it. What's that about? http.fs, and that's the file system. Huh. Did I call it something else? Oh. Static. Huh. Maybe I need to say static slash? Nope, that's not gonna work. If I say slash static, nope. Do I have anything in htmx.js? I do. Huh, weird. Go run main.go localhost 8080 slash, and then it just has htmx.js. 404 page not found. That is very strange. Huh. I'm not doing this wrong. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have it in templates slot. No, that should still work. Huh. Weird. Well, what we'll do is we'll just do static dot read dir, and we'll just call it slash. Just see what's contained in there. Oh, that returns a slice of dir entries, comma error. So we'll just call it stuff, comma underscore, colon equals that. For underscore, comma thing, colon equals range stuff. So we'll just get all of the stuff in there. We'll do fmt.print line thing dot name. So let's see what we have in let's see what we have in there. And it didn't print out anything. Huh. So clearly I've screwed something up. Maybe huh. Yeah, there we go. So it's not doing anything. Let's try it without that static. Try it again. Huh, I'm not getting anything. Let's see if I'm doing something wrong with the embed. So if I want to embed a embed image template html/index.html, that's fine. Content embed.fs. Oh, you know what? That's probably what I gotta do. Oh, I was running go build. Open slash file does not exist. But what if I do slash htmx.js? What if I do static slash htmx.js? Huh. What if I just read dear dot? Okay, so there we go. So now we got one file there. Not really a name. Not sure what that's about. So clearly I've done something wrong. Huh. fs.dear entry. Are there any other info? That could be helpful. Thing.info is a func value. Does that return fs file info and an error? Well, just let me print it? I don't think it will. Okay, so it's just getting the directory called static. Huh. If I say /htmx.js. Huh. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. Well, let's go back to the documentation because clearly I'm not going to stumble onto it. Patterns must not match these things. Go embed directive can work with both export and unexpected variables. Writing a single file. FS enables embedding of tree of files such as directory or static web server content as shown in the example above. Okay. Okay. Same example. Content. Huh. So it should be able to do it. I don't know why. Go embed static slash. Very strange. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. Static slash star. Go embed. Put some multi-space separated patterns that can also be repeated. I'm trying to do static slash htmx.js static slash star. Let us do that. File does not exist. If I say dot, it'll give me static slash. And there's, I guess, nothing in there. This is very strange. Okay, so static slash htmx.js. So what I need to do is strip prefix static. So this will be http.fs static. Okay, so if I run it again, which I already am, and I go to http://localhost 8080/static/htmx.js, I should get the file. Okay. I'm a little dumb, but we got there somewhere. I'd like that to be the root though. So how do I do that? Let's take a look at the http.fs stuff. HTTP package, fs. There's not a lot to that. Let's look up prefix. Now they have strip prefix. That removes it from the URLs path. I want to add it to the prefix. I want to add that to the URLs path. Bounceback says, hello Nathaniel. Hello Bounceback. Are you back to your sus ways yet again? Or are you finally gonna turn over a new leaf and be normal? HTTP file server Golang. Serve file server. Bounceback says, but I'm a creep. But have you considered not being a creep? Let's see. Speed up file server. Okay, so this is all annoying. Support tools that analyze Go packages, blah blah blah. So that's a bunch of fun. So I want to not have the static prefix in my requests to the to get to that static stuff. Oh, I already screwed that up for some reason. Oh. / local host 80 / static / htmx.js. Not HTTPS, we want to be HTTP. So this is where I'm going to put the favicon.ico and stuff. That's where it's really a problem. The dot well known, whatever. Let's see. Go embed no prefix. This is strip prefix. So this is the wrong one. I want to do fs.sub. That's what I want. So say real static error : equals fs.sub, and then it'll be a static, comma, and then we'll just say static. And then we need to import io/fs. We need to change the static to real static. And then we need to, if error is not equal to nil, panic error.error. So that's fantastic. So now it should work the way I want it to. Let's go run it. Localhost 8080 / htmx.js. Fantastic. That took a little bit of doing, but not too big of a deal. So we'll place this down here. Delete this. Place that here. Keep all of our HTTP handlers near each other. So now anytime we want to get something, we can just throw in that static directory and it will be served at the root. So if we want to add in like a favicon.ico, we can just cd to static, and then we can just copy, let's see, what's it going to be? Download / favicon.ico? Nope. We'll just wget https npmail.com / favicon.ico. So now we have a favicon.ico on localhost, which is great. Go run main.go. And then if I go back here and reload that. Oh, well that's fun. I didn't really want it to serve an index page like this. How do I fix that? Man, this is really annoying. Let's see. HTTP file server Golang no list. Good way to disable directory listing with HTTP file server in Go. This can be changed if you substitute a readdir method, but the stat, please take a look at working code below. Shot miss, I don't think you can have both. You don't think I can have both of what? Readdir method, but the stat. Take a look at the working code. So there's index.html files if they're inside the requested directory, and 404 in case there's no index.html, and it is a directory. Both of these nuts. Got them. Damn. Damn. Why would you do it to me? You know, I'm just chilling about 0.8 miles into a little walk right now, writing some code, and you had to do it to me. Also, you didn't even say these nuts. You said these nuts, which I think gives an air of legitimacy that, frankly, you don't deserve. That's all there is to it. But actually, I don't think you can have handle on slash and handle func on index.html. That doesn't make a difference. I don't think. Slash index.html. Yeah, this is working fine. It serves exactly the document I want it to. Which is just a HTML head and body and nothing else. What I don't want is on nothing slash nothing. It's giving me this index of all the various files I have embedded in this static directory. I don't particularly want that. It doesn't make much of a difference. I'll just see a bunch of templates, but or not even templates. I'll just see a bunch of stuff, you know, favicon, things of that nature. I think handle will get preference over the slash route. I mean. No, the handle versus handle func. I think it, if I recall, it works in the order you get it. No, index.html will be served. If I open up, let's see, boilerplate, template HTML, body, some content, and then I open up a term, run main.go. If I do slash index, oh. What? What happened now? Why isn't it blocking anymore? Did I do something, screw something up? Why is it failing? It's supposed to listen and serve. Go run main.go. You know what? There's probably an error here. If errors nil, panic, error. Go run. Oh, address already in use. I have it open in another terminal. I'll just anyway. If I do index.html, it loads just fine. That's not gonna be a problem. What I really want to get rid of though is on slash. I have a favicon.icon on htmx.js that people can just look at. It looks like this person is complaining about the same thing, but that's a hassle. Using index.html files. Found this on SL. Please, no need to look for stuff on Stack Overflow for me. I'm taking care of it. Direct checks for an index.html file. If an index.html file exists, or respond with the contents of the file instead. So I can just add a blank index.html file to my static root directory. Well, that's not too bad. That's a lot of subdirectories. And it's going to make me do. This is a good enough solution. Could use middleware. I actually don't mind that. So we'll just do a main.go. And we'll just do a func. We'll say kill. Let's see. File index. Next. http.handler. http.handler. http.handler func http.response writer r pointer http.request if strings dot has suffix r dot url dot path slash http dot not found wr return. Next dot serve http also I need WNR WR, and then we will just close this bad boy out. Do I need a comma somewhere? Return this function. Just closed here. This should be closed up here someplace. Clearly I've screwed something up. Oh no, I've done something wrong. And I need to import strings. There we go. Now we should be getting something like the behavior I want. Handle static, prefix static. No, that's not going to do it. That one's not going to work. And the http.dir is going to read off my file system. We're embedding it in the binary instead. Go run main.go localhost 8080 slash this is working. Oh I didn't do anything, so I just say kill file index. Do they have a real easy way to http.script prefix static? No. Neither is file server. Okay. So then we'll just do a kill file index on that. Put another one of these bad boys in there, and now we'll get the functionality we want. Localhost 8080, 404 page not found. Fantastic. Embedding everything in the binary, even the files in /static. Yes, in fact I am. I don't want to have to serve multiple files. I don't want to be doing file system reads. I don't want to have to worry about my files getting stale and having to update them. All I do is replace the binary on the server and restart the binary. So it's not even on the server, it's just in a Docker container. So right now the only thing in the Docker container is just the one binary, and I'd like to keep it that way. So now we got that. Errors of func, value not called, not a problem. Unused parameter, that's fine. So let's get back to our index.html. I think I'm doing this wrong actually. So I have this this boilerplate template. Make sure I'm not running that anymore. boilerplate.template.html. So we have some content in the head. We need to do a script file. I forget how to do that. Include script HTML. How do I leave the JavaScript in the HTML file? I'm not going to use jQuery. Well, let's see how they get it. Script type equals text.javascript, text/javascript. So we'll say script type equals text JavaScript source equals htmx.js/script. And then let's do some htmx nonsense just to make sure it works. htmx.org. That's neat. Now I understand what you're trying to do. Fantastic. So let's see if we can find some random nonsense. Boost, get, post, on, push URL, select, swap, target, delete. Oh, hx confirm. That'll be good. So this will work. We'll do a button hx confirm equals haha wieners. So that's fantastic. We'll do button and close it out. So now if I reload /index.html, I click it, it should do something. It didn't do anything. Did I not get, did the script not load? Let's reload. It didn't work. hx confirm. What are you doing? Let's do this other thing. hx delete / something. Or main.go again. Let's just make sure. Okay, haha wieners. So we got htmx embedded. So that's working. So now we need to figure out kind of vaguely what we want our web page to look like. Online ms paint paint.js.org. Fantastic. So our web page will look like this, and then it will say something like focus bot, and then it'll have some text underneath and some text underneath, and then in the and then it should say like get started, and then it'll have a big old button that says add bot. So so clearly we have our work set out for us. This is going to be a lot of nonsense, and I'm excited. And at the top we'll have this bar where you can log in. And then when you click that login button, it'll take you to another page that I have to build for login with Discord. We're going to have to do a whole OAuth 2 thing. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm quite excited. Then I'll show you all the servers that the bot's in, and a bunch of other stuff, and a bunch of other things. But for now, let's just build this front page. So we'll just start with the text. We'll say, you know, log in to focus bot. Let's see, log in to manage focus bot. So that's going to be fantastic. Actually, now that I'm thinking ahead a little bit, this is meant to be our boilerplate template for HTML. We're going to have to figure out how to embed templates inside of other templates, because once we get properly into the body, we'll have something like content, and then we'll have to template out what's going on inside of this content. You know, dot content, whatever. So we just really need to work on the on making sure that the login box is good. So let's see. Let's Control C this. See what we got so far. Log in to manage focus bar. That's fantastic. So then the login will be a what's that darn thing called? It'll be an anchor. Ref equals / login. /a. Fantastic. That should have been, oh. Fantastic. Man, my shoulder's getting sore from all this walking. Guys, the treadmill desk thing shockingly hurts my shoulders more than anything. I do a lot of walking, so it's just the upper body is used to hanging free. I'm not used to having my shoulders like in kind of an up position where I'm using the keyboard and mouse. Kind of painful, gotta be honest. Not enjoying it. And I can't just sit down because that would make me a quitter. And Mama didn't raise no quitter, I tell you what. We need to learn how to embed templates within templates. That's something I'm sorely missing. I've only ever used templates one deep. Embed templates in templates Golang. Haha. Nope, that's not what I want. How to use templates in Go? DigitalOcean. Thank you, DigitalOcean. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of nonsense. Don't care. Don't care. Executing a template. I can execute one template. How do I execute multiple templates? Complete program. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of nonsense. Writing a template. Template is just UTF-8 plain text, but it's more to it than that. So I can do actions. Loop over a slice. Okay, this is a template language, which I'm well familiar with. Conditionals. Where is the templates within templates? Using Go functions in templates. That's always fun. Pets, nonsense. Writing a template. I don't care about this either. How do I embed a template inside another template? That's useless. That was useless. Go template. So let's just read the package. Love reading documentation. It's one of my favorite things to do on stream. You know, I'm on stream, I'm streaming, everything's going well, and then I remember, oh wait, I don't know how to do that thing I was planning on doing today. Let's see. HTML template, same interface, but automatically secured HTML output against certain tags, fine. Find the data structure, dot, text and spaces, actions, value, pipeline, if, break, continue, template, name, pipeline. Template with a specified name is executed at the document. So how does that work? We got arguments, that's fine. Pipelines, possibly chained sequence of commands. Argument, method, function. Pipeline can be chained. Execution functions are found in two main function maps. Nested template definitions. There we go. While parsing a template, another template may be defined and associated with the template being parsed. Template definitions must appear at the top level of the template, much like variables in a Go program. Syntax of such definitions is to surround each template declaration with a define and end action. Okay. Define action names, the template being created by providing a string constant. Here is a simple example. T1, T2, and a third T3. So one association. Must be parsed multiple times to create distinct template values, or must be copied with clone and add parse true. I think I'm trying to do this slightly wrong, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, I see what's going on. So what we'll do in each of our pages is we'll have our content. We'll have the boilerplate template already set up, and then we'll just set up the content template or whatever other template inside of that, and just pass it to the content template. So let's open up main.go again. Oh, screwed that up. So we have our index template, and it's just it's just doing the boilerplate. It is parsing the template at the time that the request is being made. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a var boilerplate template colon equals, actually we'll say equal since we're already declaring the variable. So then what we're going to do is we're going to say, we're going to declare that variable, and we'll just do a func init, which we'll put down here. So then this will run before anything happens, and it will fill up this boilerplate template with a bunch of stuff. So then we can just do boilerplate template.execute down here. And we don't need any of this. This probably returns an error, but I don't care. First boilerplate template is a template.template. So that's great. And wait a second, hold on, is there? Oh, look at that. Encapsulates a known safe HTML document fragment. Should not be used for HTML for third-party or HTML with unclosed tags or comments. The outputs of a sound HTML sanitizer and a template escaped by this package are fine for use with HTML. Well, that's great. So then we'll have our init function, which will do all that stuff I just deleted, which I no longer have. There we go. So now we'll add this in here. And we'll say template.html encapsulates a known safe HTML document fragment. No, I actually want to be a text such template. So we'll parse our boilerplate, but we'll parse it as a template.html. I think this is how you're supposed to use this. Nope, that's not right. So HTML type of HTML, that template is string value. What are you supposed to use that template.html supposed to be for? Encapsulates a known HTML document fragment. How am I supposed to use this? So we included verbatim in the template output. Yeah, so this is fine. When am I supposed to use this? Let's go into the HTML template package and see if there's any additional documentation on that. Let's see. HTML template, HTML escape, JS escape, URL query, HTML encapsulates known safe HTML document. Is there like a parse HTML function? Maybe. Template.parse glob, execute, parsefs. Huh. I don't know when you're supposed to use the HTML. It's not used by anything in here. Doesn't say anything. I'm not even going to worry about it. So then we'll say boilerplate template, comma, error equals. Oh no, we already have that. So this one will be boilerplate template. Var error cannot assign. Oh, it's supposed to be a pointer. So we'll make it a pointer. Fantastic. Now we're cooking with gas. So what I did here, I declared the error because I already declared this other variable. And if I did the inline declaration and assignment, what would have happened is I would have created a new variable called boilerplate template within that init function scope and not reassign the global one. Now, this will take care of everything at startup time instead of each execution. So this will be a little bit more efficient. Go run main.go, localhost 8080, index.html. It should be exactly the same. So that is fantastic. So then let's close out of that. And then we will open up the boilerplate template HTML. Instead of .content, we'll just do dot. Because that's really all we want is whatever is passed in. So go back in main.go. And our index will be a pretty static set of content. So we'll just say, we'll execute it against content. And then of course we'll do go embed content.template.html, and then we'll do var content string. And of course I can't find a file named content.html, so we'll just edit one in content.template.html, and this is where we will put the content. So we'll just say just an h1 real quick. Hello h1, and then we will see if that runs. So it should say hello. There we go. So we got something. So that's very fun, except for the fact that this this h1 is just showing up in here. It's been escaped. Those bastards escaped me. Yeah, content. Hello h1 content. So there's clearly something that's been screwed up. Let's view page source. And there we go. So it's been escaped. And why is this one broken? This shouldn't be broken. Got the HTML, and we got the closing HTML. Clearly I've forgotten how to do an HTML page. Let's just view the page source of this and see what it looks like. Exclamation mark doc type HTML, HTML/HTML. So let's edit our boilerplate template HTML. We'll do one of these. Maybe that'll solve something. Localhost index HTML. View page source. Okay, so it's not complaining at least anymore. So that's good. That's something. But it's escaping these things. So I think this is where I need to do this HTML type. HTML encapsulates a known safe HTML document fragment. So I think what I can do is go back into main.go, and then when I execute this template on our content, which should just actually be called index content, when I execute it on index content, I will say it's a template.html index content, and this actually should stop it from, oh, didn't run it again. This should stop it from being a problem. There we go. So that works. So now we just have to build out the rest of this bad boy. So where's my error? It says I have one error. Content.template.html. It's in there. Content.template.html. So that's something. I'm not going to worry about it though. Maybe I just need to LSP restart. Yeah, I think that fixed it. LSP is still running. Yep. So maybe I'll put the embeds in another file. I think this is getting a little nasty with random crap. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's see, we are an hour and 12 minutes in. I need to go get some more water. I am sweating a little bit out, frankly. Not a lot, just enough to wet the brow. But I'm not used to walking and coding at the same time. I have the added stress of like physically exerting myself while mentally exerting myself. I'll be right back. Let me get some water. Alright, just gonna real quick check and make sure my Twitter stream is loading. So it looks like it only ran for 24 seconds and then died. No, it's live. No viewers though. Not sure why no one ever watches on X. I get a couple of YouTube people every time. And a few people on Twitch. No one ever watches on X. Which is annoying. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. Let's keep this bad boy going. Get a little water real quick. Delicious. So we'll worry about CSS later. I think we'll have to figure that out. Let's go back to, we gotta say focus spot. So that'll be easy. Index, what do I call this? Content.template.html. I'll need to rename that. So say focus spot. And then we'll do a paragraph. And we'll say focus spot is an open source Discord bot providing, providing a getaway from the main chat for people who just want to focus on something. focus bot has an invisible interface where you can, let's see, focus bot has an invisible interface interacted with by simply joining a focus channel. See it in action here. And then we'll probably want to embed a video. I wonder how crazy I can get. Can I actually embed a video in my Go binary? I think that would be very fun. Does htmx have anything fancy for video? Probably don't. No, they don't. I don't know how htmx works or what it does, but I figured it'd be neat if they had video. Let's see. Add video to web page htmx. HTML video. This looks like a perfectly adequate way to do it. So we'll say width equals 320. Height equals 240. Controls, fantastic. Source, src equals video.mp4. Type equals video/mp4. And we'll just say your browser doesn't support video. Oh, I didn't put this inside a tag. But if it did, it would be pretty friggin' sick right now. Dog. So we got that going. Oh. Let's. Oh. Hit the wrong button. Absolute Vim moment. So we got that going. We need to make a quick video. Put that in the static directory. That will take no time at all. Actually, you know what? We'll just put in a placeholder video right now. So we'll put that in the static directory, and then we'll just wget, and we'll just wget this video. Inspect. Let's see if this is video source mov_bb.mp4. We will just copy link address, paste that in there, and then we'll move mov, we'll call that video.mp4. So then if I go back and I go run main.go, localhost 8080 index.html, we should have a video. And that works very well. So eventually I'll replace this with a video of focus bot working, probably about the same length, a 10-second video. So then I'll just do a real quick H1. Add focus bot to your server. Exclamation mark. And this will be a button. No, this will have a link. A pref equals /link. And then we'll do a close that out. And let's check this out again. So we have add focus spot to the server. Fantastic. And it doesn't bring us to the link. Well, I swear it'll work in real life. No, it's just because I don't have a handler for link. Well, we kind of have how this is all going to be set up. So let's go and quit using this this test file. Let's delete this real quick. Oh, what'd I do? Yeah, whatever. So on our web server, we have our server.go. We need to move some of this stuff from main.go into server.go. You can keep the templates where they are. We will delete, confirm deletion. Yes, of that main file. There we go. Okay, so NetRW is giving me a warning. I don't care. Well, why does it matter to me? Whatever. Main. So then we'll just cat main.go into server.go, and then we'll remove main.go, and then we'll open up server.go. Fantastic. So we got a bunch of redundant imports. We'll put those in here. Get rid of this package directive. We'll get the import gone. We'll format those out. Bring our init function up here. Bring all of our embed directives up here. And I think we'll have two mains right now. Index, we have main, we have serve link page. So instead of main, we'll just have a function called, like, I don't know, setup web server. Why not? So that'll work well enough. Boilerplate.template. This one will say templates/content, and we'll say templates/static. So that's good. We got our embeds, we got our init function, we got our serve link page, which will continue to serve on /link. So we'll do a http.handle func/link.html. Now this is /link, and then this will serve our serve link page func, and we'll need a client ID. That's a hassle. We'll figure that out. For now, we'll just copy this link directly into our template. Add focus spot to your server. Close out that anchor tag, as the real ones call it. And we'll get rid of this. And we will get rid of the listen and serve directive, or the listen and serve function call. So now we just go into main, and we will call that main.go. So instead of that, we don't need it. And then we just need to call server dot what's this called? Web server. Web server dot set up Where'd it go? Oh. Web server. There we go. Dot. You know what? I didn't export those functions. Internal slash web server slash server.go. So we just need to export this. Web server dot setup web server. And you know what? It really wants me to use client ID, so I'll pass it client ID. Write that file, go in here. We'll say client ID. And then index has to be a function that returns this because we're going to pass in the client ID. So we'll do a func index, and then it returns a func that takes in whttp dot response writer pointer to http pointer to http dot request. So then this will be the same. Then we want to return I'm just doing something dumb. Oh, index will take in a string client ID and then return this function. And then we want to return this. So that's fun. So we'll give index client ID. And I spelled this wrong somehow. Undefined. Oh, I'm dumb. So then we'll do. So we'll have the index content, and then we'll do a var index template, which is a pointer to template.template. In our init, we will make a new index template. Index template. Create a new one called index. And then to do that, we'll parse index content. So what we'll do is, let's see, we need to write to a buffer and then pass that buffer into execute. So we'll say buff : equals bytes dot new buffer. Import bytes, and then we do pass it in an initial buffer. Then what we'll do is we'll say index template dot execute, and then we'll execute it into buff, and we will, what are we doing next? We're passing it in that client ID. So that's great. And then we will, instead of passing in that index content, we will pass in buff.string. So let's go into our index template. Templates / content. Oh, what directory are we in? We're in main. Internal / web server / templates / content template HTML. And then replace this client ID with, instead of a string, we will say whatever is in the template. And then I think that should be it. Go run main.go. And we'll go to localhost 8080/index.html. Oh, and it's mad at me, of course. So we'll just comment out everything. Actually, no, we need that client ID. You know what? I think we just go for it. Yeah, let's just put all this stuff in the Git repository and see what happens live. Git push origin main. We will gh run watch and see how well that works. So it's going to build the Docker image out. It's going to push that Docker image, and then we'll see if it runs live and works. Very delicious Kirkland signature purified water. Love to see it. How y'all doing out there in the viewership? I see there's 3 of you. 3 of you going strong. This music is giving me the inspiration I need to make it the last 30 minutes of the stream. Delicious Kirkland water. I've walked almost 2 miles. All this stuff is coming along. All right, now this new song that's going to come on is quickly zapping what remaining energy I had. I don't like that. Let's close out some of these things. We don't need all this. I've already built this, and it's perfect and beautiful. Leave that page. Don't need that. Don't need that. You know, eventually we're going to need a color scheme. Color scheme generator. So this will be fun. Don't want to be an affiliate. Let's just see what's going on with this generator. Alright, so that's a bunch of stuff. Let's generate some color schemes. This, I don't like this color scheme. Yeah, kind of like this color scheme. This color scheme kind of hit. And I do like the pastel thing. This color scheme's okay. This color scheme's okay. Meh. 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 Eh. Okay. Okay. Kind of like this color scheme. Meh. Nah. 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 I'll stop when I see a good one. I might go with this color scheme. This is a good color scheme. Anybody have any ideas on color schemes? Color theory? Color wheels? Anybody got a color wheel? No one. Good stuff. All right, chat. Now you listen here. There's only 3 of you. How am I supposed to have good content while I'm running these long CI jobs? I'm going to need to see some more effort out of you guys. That was a joke, by the way. Don't leave because you're offended. All right, so now we got it running. Let's see if it's live and working. Wagebot npmail.com. Doesn't work. /index.html. That didn't do it. I screwed it up. Guys, I screwed it up. I know what I did. I actually don't know what I did. No, also this logaroomy.info should happen down here someplace. And I should have another one for 443. So it should be giving the index.html. It should execute that buffer. This is all wrong. What if I do slash htmx.js or slash video.mp4? None of that's working. Huh. That's weird. Git commit change logging for starting web server, git push origin main. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Docker Compose looks fine. I don't know what's in this bin. Docker Compose logs. This is just a bunch of FocusBot stuff. It doesn't even say there was a restart recently. Oh no, it does. Starting up new SQLite store. Huh. Strange. This is very strange. I don't know what's going on. And now we gotta wait for this. I'll put up some Subway Surfers. Oh, I'll play Subway Surfers. Is this what you people want? This is what we do here. We play Subway Surfer while we wait for stuff to load. I want to know who invented Subway Surfers. They're probably rolling in cash. I should have invented Subway Surfers. That would have been a good move. I clearly made a mistake. And it plays just as well on desktop. There we go. Okay, we can get rid of that. SSH, root at WageBot, Docker Compose logs, got a bunch of nonsense, got a restart, got a bunch of nonsense, and then are we serving HTTP anywhere? I don't know. I can't find any. We'll run Docker Compose logs, pipe into grep 443. Okay, so it says we're listening on 443 with the new code, I think. So we'll say wagebot.ntmail.com / index.html. This is wrong. Trying to go to /login. That's not what we want. /link. Now I'm really confused. Should have our video and everything. Huh. Clearly I've done something wrong. Main.go goes to setup web server, which serves index on this index, which executes the index template, which is a content template, and it should have a bunch of stuff in here. Why isn't that stuff making it to my server? Is this yet another DevOps problem? I need to get a DevOps guy in here. I knew one long ago, but he abandoned me in my time of need. And frankly, it's a darn shame. It's a darn shame, to say the least. So let's see. We're going to have to figure this out. And I screwed up my chat window there just now. So if I do go build main.go, Should take a while because it has to embed that massive file. And if I do ls minus lah main, it should be way too large, 17 megs. That's what I expected. And if I do a ssh into root at wagebot.ntmail.com, and if I do, let's look at Docker Compose YAML. Let's just see what's in here. So we'll in Gmail focusbot latest. Do a Docker pull. Docker pull ghcr.io/npmail/focusbot/focusbot:latest. So now it says it's pulling stuff. So let's Docker compose up. Pull always force recreate -d. Is this gonna get it? Am I doing something wrong? Am I dumb? github.com/focusbot actions. So it should have done everything. But checked it out. So that's fine. Got a bunch of nonsense going here. That's very strange. It's running my build, I think. Huh. What if we do a Docker pull, but instead of Docker pull, we do a Docker run -it that. Then we run it with /bin/sh, so we get in there with a shell. ls -lah main. That's our 19 meg file. So this indicates that I've done something very stupid. Like set up a different index than the one I wanted. Main.go p dot This is all very strange to me. I don't know what's going on. Additionally, my shoulder is starting to hurt from holding my arms up all this time. I think this is best debugged offline. I've gone for an hour 45. That's basically 2 hours. Thanks everyone for sticking in there. It's been real. It's been fun. Can I say it's been real fun? Not really. There's a lot of boring like setup stuff to make sure my Go binary is equipped to serve stuff. Hopefully there'll be more entertaining stuff going on later. I'll catch you guys on the flip.